Out of the Darkness Chicagoland walks unites our communities in the effort to fight suicide. It provides an opportunity to acknowledge the ways in which suicide and mental health conditions have affected our lives and the lives of those we love.
Joining us now with more is American Foundation for Suicide Prevention board member, Dr. Dimple Patel. Thank you so much for being here, Doctor.
Thank you so much for having me.
And most importantly, really, is sharing your story, because suicide, unfortunately, has touched your life. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, I actually lost my mother to suicide in 2011, and it was the first time I'd experienced something significant like that I didn't know how to explain. And especially coming from a culture where in the South Asian community, mental health is not really talked about. And it never really was in my family, but I don't blame them because it was passed down on generations. And I took that as a sign of like trying to break those generational patterns.
Yeah.
And I actually had a really bad car accident at DePaul, not at DePaul University, and I went back to school. I was junior 2008, and I didn't know that something was wrong, but I just didn't know what it was.
Because
I didn't know.
You had your own mental health journey that you were dealing with. So
Exactly.
You had the car accident, you had several deaths in succession of your family. I mean, there was your grandfather.
Yeah, so the car accident started at 2009 was recovery, and I actually went to therapy in secret because of the shame and stigma of like going to it, and like at that time my mom's like, don't say anything, like family reputation, or just like people talking about it in communities, and
at the same time she was having her own struggles.
You know, I think that was like a little bit later on.
Because you found out that she was taking medication that you didn't know about.
Yeah, that was a little bit like later on, a couple of years later, but like, yeah, it was like succession of just like 2008 recovery, then like going back to school, and I was at DePaul University, and I, like growing up, my mom and I were both born in India, but we were raised in two different cultures. Like I was raised in the West, she was raised in the East, but still very traditional. That I sought therapy at DePaul University, and I like really like emphasized that because they even offered for me to work with a South Asian therapist. And at first, and this is very common, you'll find this, that you don't want to work with somebody from your background due to the shame and judgment and the stigma surrounding it. And luckily the staff was like, you know what, try it out, see how it goes. And if you don't like it, we'll let you change therapists. And it was the best thing I ever did, because I was able to talk to somebody that knew what I meant. Like I've gone through culture, words, everything, and I still see her today. She was with me everywhere, but like it was so nice because like I was able to get that support. And even though I went in secret, and it was on the third floor of the student center, and there was a Muslim prayer center, and I would just like run through it because I was so ashamed if somebody knew me going to get it. But like it was one of the best things that I ever did, that I could get in America, that I was able to afford those services in secret for $5 a cost, and my mom wasn't able to do that. And like the way in the generation she grew up, that we had those differences, and I had to seek it out. Luckily, DePaul had, the Lincoln Park campus had those things available for me.
Yeah, let's talk about the walk, because it is important. The more we talk about the walk, the more people get out, the more it is, the stigma's removed for everybody, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so tell us, what do you guys hope the walk accomplishes?
Just getting people out there talking about mental health. The biggest thing there is the stigma towards it. And we use stigma a lot and the shame, but the other part to it is providing education. And especially with the money that we raise, all the money goes to research, education, and advocacy. And especially in Illinois, everything we do, like from these pamphlets that I have for you guys, programming, coming to you, doing these Talk Saves Lives presentations in English, Spanish. Recently have like a soul shop for Black churches. We have all these different programmings, even for teens and getting into high schools. We're able to do all of this for free because of the donations and support that we get, and getting the awareness out there in the community, but also to normalize this, but also to teach people what to look out for. And with our presentation with AFSP, Talk Saves Lives is a really great introduction to what to look out for, the signs, the symptoms, quick and easy, that you can look out for. And you want to always assume that you might be the only person that might intervene. Don't assume that, okay, somebody else might get them, or somebody else might say anything, and it's okay. And I always, like with my patients that I've worked with in clinical settings, I always tell them, like, it's okay. Like, I'd rather have somebody hate me or be upset with me than not intervene and do something. And it's a really big thing too. And that's why I share my story, because
great.
I remember back in 2008, I had heard nobody, like no South Asian person talking about it. I was bubbly, socially outgoing, I had so many friends, doing everything.
Is wrong.
And but then like there's this whole secret side of me that was that was struggling, loneliness, and feeling like I couldn't get that support. And I did it in secret, which helped. It made me fall in love with it. But then years later, when I was actually finally ready, I started to share my story, but also like my mom's story as well of, hey, mental health does run in my family, and it's important to let your medical providers know that this is an issue, but also of like, if you see somebody that looks like you, especially another South Asian person, somewhere, I'm going to stop and read, because there's not much representation, and we need our voices to be heard. And I'm seeing a shift in younger generations talking about open in social media and stuff. There's a dark side of it, and there's a good side of it.
But it's so amazing that you're sharing your story, your mother's story. Thank you so much.
We had all the information for the walk.
Coming up this weekend.
Thank you.